Shalom, family. It's good I'm glad you are all here. Wow. Y'all really came. And
You
we're
are
going to,
all here. Wow.
oh, hold on, hold on.
Really came.
Let me get that off. Okay, we're better now. So, everybody, I'm sure by now you heard about this Haitian delegation, and they have members of this team that have disappeared. And this is never a good thing in America because America just don't treat men like these Haitians very well. And we know a number of things could be in question about where they are, and possibly we don't know if they are dead or alive. But unfortunately, this is not the only time something like this has happened. It has certainly happened before. And in many cases, these folks are not seen again. I hope it does not come down to this for these men. They range in age of 18 to 32 years old. Six of them went missing last week. And you see the gentleman in the bigger picture, he disappeared on Saturday. So it's only been a few days since the last time he was seen. And this is down in Florida. And yes, I mean, many things go through your mind. Human trafficking is a huge thing in America. We know organ trafficking goes on in this country. It's no telling where they are or what's happening. And I'm sure their loved ones are probably very worried about them. And I just pray they're okay wherever they are. But in my opinion, after a few days go by, it doesn't look good. Especially if it's out of character to not hear from somebody, and you heard from them and seen them all the time, and now you're not hearing anything from these men. No, that's really out of character for many of them. And they would have contacted somebody in their family. So, wow. I hate hearing about this. I don't like it. And I also know in this country, yes, they have been mass deporting Haitians from America. You know how it is. If you're from the Ukraine, they got their arms wide open, and enough of you can't make it over here fast enough. But if you are melanated, they can't get you out of here fast enough. We know how it goes down. And no, this is not a Biden administration thing. This is a presidential thing altogether. Trump was talking like that too. Remember? Oh, why can't we get more people from Norway? Y'all remember he said that? Yeah, see, they want their own people that look similar to them to come, but anybody that don't look like them, they don't want you here. And of course, if you come from South America, you're more welcome in America than a Haitian. And that is the truth. So, as of this past Saturday, a seventh member of the Haitian delegation at the Special Olympics in Florida has gone missing. This is according to officials. Now, my question is, usually cameras are everywhere nowadays. There's no cameras at the Special Olympics. There's no cameras around Florida that can pick up at least the last time these men were seen. That's what I don't understand. I mean, cameras nowadays are everywhere. You would pick up something about a person, but I guess, I mean, we haven't heard anything about surveillance. Even the last time any movement were, from any of these men. How can that be? You know, it doesn't make any sense. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, another member of the Haitian delegation to the Special Olympics USA team has gone missing in Florida, according to a spokesperson for the Games, marking the seventh Haitian member to not be seen in the past week. That is outrageous. So, there is no security around at the Special Olympics? There's nobody around seeing their comings and goings? Did they leave with someone? Did they leave on their own? Nothing. All right, so the last one that you see in the bigger picture is Louis Jacques Guins, 25 years old. He went missing Saturday at Osceola County. This is according to the sheriff's office, and this is what they put out on social media. Well, Goins was last seen getting off a bus at the Walt Disney World Resort and was scheduled to fly back to Haiti on Sunday morning. And this is according to the Post. Disney is hosting this year's edition of the game. Now, this team, ladies and gentlemen, was sponsored. I'm going to show you. Let me share my screen with you. I got something else I want to share. Let's see here if I can do this. Let me do. Oh, yeah, it will. All right. This is the sponsor of the Special Olympics. This is former Congressman Joe Sestek, Pennsylvania. And he was also a naval officer, you know, and he is a sponsor of the Special Olympics. So, I mean, look, and let's be real, it is not unusual for somebody in politics or someone on a police force to human traffic in America. I'm not saying that he did that, but a lot of these politicians and cops and people like that are very much caught up in those type of things. All right? Very much. All right, so let's go back to the picture I had up. All right. All right. So, local law enforcement is working on locating the reported missing adults on June 11th. So, unfortunately, that's when he went missing. And the Haitian delegation participating in the 2022 Special Olympics USA team. And the reason for their departure from the game is currently unknown. So nobody even knows why they even left. Okay. I mean, I realize they're adults and all, and you really technically can't keep tabs on them. They're grown men, but still, I mean, you would think somebody would have at least known where they went. Nothing. All right. So this is from the Special Olympics. They said they have no clue to why they left or what happened. So 6 members of the Haitian delegation went missing on June 6th. And I'm just saying it's very unusual that all 6 just all disappeared on the same day. All 6 of them. So June 6th was after turning in their room keys and leaving behind their personal bags and belongings. So they didn't even take any bags with them. So you figure if they were trying to stay in the country or seek some sort of asylum, they would have took their personal belongings with them, you know? But these guys only left with the clothes on their backs. All right. So they said they found everything in their room, their keys, their personal bags, and all of their belongings. So they're still saying that foul play is not suspected by authorities. And I say authorities are full of crap. There is no way this does not look suspicious. It does to me, you know? Yes, you're right. Sean Shanna, you're right. Think about it. They left on June 6th, right? On the 6th. And if you add up 2022, that adds up to 6. So you're right, 666. Absolutely. Okay. So the sheriff's office sent out a bulletin looking for um Anton Mithon, and sorry if I'm not saying these names right, Nicolason Fontelis, Peter Burlus, Anderson Pettit Ferrer, Stevenson Jaquette, and Ariel John. So these individuals range in ages of 18 to 32 years old who were in the US for a soccer competition. This is according to the bulletin, and I'll show you the bulletin that they put out. When they put the bulletin out, the seventh man was not missing at that particular time. So let me see if I can get to the bulletin so y'all can at least see what the sheriff's office put out recently down there in Florida. And of course, they're going to have to update their bulletin because 2 days ago we got another man, another Haitian man that's missing. Let's see, here we go. It's all right. Okay, let me see if I can find I thought it was in here, but that's okay. Let me see if I can find that bulletin because I really want y'all to see it. I want you to see what the sheriff's office put out on these men. Let me see if I can get that. I mean, I really hope they are found, and hopefully alive. Okay. Let's see if I can find that bulletin because I really want you to see what the FBI put out. Is this it? No. All right, that's not what I want. There is hold on. I'm going to get it off of the internet. I thought I did copy that bulletin from the FBI, but it don't appear like it's in here. All right, I got it. Okay, before we go, I will make sure I have it for you so you can see it. Missing Haitians. I mean, and let's face it, America is a very dangerous place, and they don't sheriff's bulletin. And they don't care what happens to these men. At the end of the day, they don't care. They really don't care. Okay, let me see if I can zoom in and make this big enough for everybody to see before I share my screen. All right. Okay. All right, I'm sharing my screen with you so you can see this. Special Olympics. Down here. There. Got it. Okay. Okay, why did this not it was just showing up. Now it's blank. I showed you that. All right, let me see if I can fix it. So anyway, let me just go on with the story. I'll get it fixed. Um, so ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Let me see if I can screenshot this and then I'll put it up on the screen. You may not be able to see the text because it's kind of small, but that's okay. You should be able to still see overall the missing adult bulletin that they put out on these men. All right. So let's just go on and I'll try to get that up on the screen. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, they said the well-being of these delegates is our foremost concern. Local authorities have indicated that they have no reason to believe the health and safety of the individuals are at risk. To expand each effectiveness of law enforcement's effort to locate these individuals have been reported as missing persons. So this is the information that was provided to CNN by the sheriff's department, that and they said the investigation is active and ongoing. Um, I don't know what y'all think, but I don't think this looks good. And this is just my opinion. We have seen too many things happen to our men and even foreign men that come from other locations. And we have seen a lot of heinous things happening. And we can't even forget about the African brother that had a bullet pumped in the back of his head. And recently they decided to go after the cop for doing it. They just do too many shady, underhanded things to our men. And I don't want to lean on the side of negativity, but it's hard not to under this circumstances. It's really not, it's very hard not to see things that way. And, for the sake of their families, I sure do hope they're okay. I mean, I sure don't want to see anything happen to them because, I mean, these are really young guys. I mean, even 32, that's not an old man. These are young men, all of them are. Okay, let's see if I can get that bulletin up here. Here it is. All right, come on now. All right. I don't know why I'm having trouble getting this thing to appear on the screen. It's really strange. The devil is busy, y'all. The devil is busy. All right, I got it. All right, let me share my screen with you again so you can see this bulletin. All right, here's the bulletin, the missing adult bulletin that was put out by the Osceola County Sheriff's Office that's investigating this particular case. So, the age ranges are from 32 to 18, and the 32-year-old is actually first on the bulletin. And then, um, wow, these men are young. All right, so Antone Joseph Milthon, He's 32 years old. He is this man right here. He's the 32-year-old. And then Nicholson, he's right here, Fontelis, and he's 20 years old, born in 2002. All right, and Peter Burles, this young man right here, he's 19 years old, also born in 2002. Anderson, Pettit, Free, he is 18 years old right here. And Stevenson Jacquet is 24 years old. This is this young man. And Oriel John, he's 18. Wow. Mm, mm, mm. Like I said, I pray they are not harmed. I would hate to hear something bad in the coming weeks or days or whatever they find out or don't find out, you know? I mean, let's face it, when people go missing in America, they don't necessarily be found. A lot of times they're not found at all. You may never see them again. Yeah. So I sure hope no more go missing. And no defense, I know they like doing the Special Olympics, and I think they should have that activity. But when this amount of people go missing, I think they need to call it off. I'm just saying, just for the safety of nobody else going missing. I think if I had the event going on and this amount of people were missing, I think I would let everybody go home. I know people want to, participating and they want to participate in this sort of thing and they should. But I think when something out of the ordinary like this happened, I would lean on the side of, being safe than running the risk of more people disappearing. That's all I'm saying. Um, Black Cobra Ninja 5, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you happen to get any updates on this, just let me know and I'll do another live stream on, this particular case. I would like to keep an eye on it to see if they find anything, any clues or find at least one of them. Yeah. Well, a lot of times they're looking for these opportunities to do those sort of things. It is the Special Olympics and there's always going to be somebody trying to target these type of folks. It's not right, but we know there's a lot of evil in America. Mhm. Yeah. I mean, what a shame. I hate these kind of stories. I really do. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and conclude. I want to thank you all for being here. And tomorrow, I'm going to be going over the Jubilee year. We're actually in a Jubilee year. And I'm going to talk about not only this Jubilee year that we're in, but I'm going to talk about the prior ones. Each time we are in Jubilee, it goes through a financial crash, and there's a reason for that. And I'm going to go over everything with you tomorrow. Francis, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you. I don't know if they were all special needs. Now, the one thing, Keeson, that they said in the article, out of the six, the original six that was missing, five were not athletes. They were part of the delegation, but they were not athletes. Only one was a soccer player. The other five were not participating as an athlete in the Special Olympics. But that's all they said. Now, they did not specify which one was playing soccer and which ones were not. They didn't get quite that detailed. I mean, there could be a story out there that does get into the details of that. Mhm. Well, yeah, I mean, Robbie, Goodwin, they could have defected, but that's not a given because we don't have any details. That's why I'm baffled. Somebody had to see them, and most cities in the country got cameras. So, how did they leave? If they're missing, how did they leave out of, the event for the Special Olympics? Don't they have cameras around there? They don't have no surveillance there that could have picked up, even see them leaving? Did they leave with someone? Did somebody invited them to go somewhere? You just it's not enough detail to know what could have happened. Yes, they could have said, "You know what? We're not going to go back to Haiti." Yes, that's always a possibility, but we're not 100% certain that that happened. And it's also strange they didn't take none of their belongings. They said all of their personal belongings, their keys, their all of their they didn't say anything about identity, but they said keys that belonged to them were still in their room, and they didn't take any of the clothes that they brought with them. Their suitcases still had their clothes in it, so they left with nothing but the clothes on their backs. And that's really all it says. It doesn't give any more details, but I just say, what the hell happened to the cameras? The surveillance cameras that should be around there. Yeah, I do know they've been heavily deporting Haitians. Deja vu. You're right. That has been going on a lot, especially over these past few months. And I did see that out there. And Brother Sly, you said that they still looking for Jimmy Hoffa. Whatever. And I don't care about Jimmy Hoffa. I really don't. I mean, can I say that without anybody getting mad? I don't care about Jimmy Hoffa. Let his people worry about finding him. Mhm. Yeah, you're right, Black Cobra, Ninja 5. Biden has been heavily shipping Haitians back home. And, things are unstable there. Things really went down the drain after the president was assassinated. And some of these folks that are from Haiti, they haven't been there in a long time. I was reading a couple of different stories on the Haitians that are here as migrants, and some of them have not been in Haiti since they were small kids. Okay, they don't know, they don't even know how to live in Haiti when they go back there. Some of them been out of the country for so long, they're lost when they get back there. And the ones that were in South America, I was reading some of them have been down there for over a decade. They have been out of Haiti for so long, it's not even funny. It's not easy doing that to people. You taking people that haven't lived in that land on that island for so long, that's like foreign to them when they get back there. But they don't care. They don't care. They want immigrants here, but those are not the immigrants they want. Mhm. I don't wanna assume the worst, but I have a feeling this is not gonna have a good outcome. I hate to say that, but I really feel that. My spirit feels that. All right, everybody, I'm gonna let you go, and please be sure to come back tomorrow. We're gonna go over the Jubilee year and why America is going through so many misfortunes, uh, financially recently. In fact, over the past few years, we're gonna talk about that more heavily. So I will see you then. Everybody, please have a wonderful day, and may the Most High keep his strongest protection around you always. Shalom, family.